Good morning. We have completed one chapter. In that chapter, we talked about phase space. After that, Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics and distribution law, Bose-Einstein statistics and distribution law, Fermi-Dirac statistics and distribution law, comparison of MB, BE and FD statistics, application of Bose-Einstein statistics to photon gas, and lastly, application of Fermi-Dirac statistics to electron gas. Let us move to the next chapter, next unit. It is about relativity. This unit is about relativity. There are two theories of relativity: general theory of relativity and special theory of relativity. Einstein invented the concept of relativity. The first article of this unit is frame of reference. Actually, in the last chapter, while talking about the phase cell, I started with frame of reference. So, what is frame of reference? Any coordinate system used to define position of something, some object or some event. Any coordinate system used to define position of something, maybe an object or maybe an event. Such coordinate system is known as frame of reference. Such coordinate system is known as frame of reference. The well-known popular example of frame of reference is Cartesian coordinate system, two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. Many other coordinate systems are also there. We are not going to talk about the remaining coordinate systems. So, any coordinate system is nothing but frame of reference. Every coordinate system is used as frame of reference. Let us consider two frames of reference. This is one frame of reference. This is other frame of reference. Let us consider two frames of reference. This is one frame of reference. This is other frame of reference. This frame of reference is defined by the mutually perpendicular axis x, y, z. Origin is O. This frame of reference is defined by the mutually perpendicular axis x prime, y prime, z prime with origin O prime. Let us suppose that one observer sitting at this origin, let us call this observer as O. Observer O is sitting at the origin of the first coordinate system. Second observer is sitting at the origin of this second coordinate system. let us call this O prime as second observer. So we have one observer O in the first frame of reference, other observer O prime in the second frame of reference. For simplicity, let me consider that this frame of reference is stationary, this frame of reference is also stationary. Both these frames of reference are stationary, and some event has occurred at P. Some event has occurred at P. This event has observed by observer O. It is also observed by observer O prime. The motion of this event observed by observer O and observer O prime is same. Both the systems, both the coordinate systems, both the frames of reference are stationary. Therefore, observers O and O prime are also stationary. Some event has occurred at P. This event was observed by both the observers, and they found that the motion of the event P is same for observer O and observer O dash, O prime. Then, let us suppose that this frame is stationary, but this frame is not stationary. This frame is moving with certain uniform velocity v along positive x direction. First frame of reference is stationary. Now second one is not stationary. It is moving with uniform velocity along positive x direction. Again, you can see the event occurring at P. Now, the motion of the event occurring at P is not same for the observer O prime and for the observer O. Now, these two frames of reference are in relative motion with each other. As these two frames of reference are in relative motion with each other, the event observed by observer O in stationary frame and the same event observed by observer O prime in the frame in motion is not same. For observer O prime, O is moving in this direction with velocity v. For observer O prime is moving in this direction with velocity v. These two are actually for the third frame of reference. This is stationary, this is moving. But for O prime and O, relative motion is there. O finds that O prime is moving away with velocity v, and this O dash finding that this O is moving away from O prime with velocity v in the other direction. For example, to have clear understanding of this concept, let me consider one example. Let us suppose that you are at the railway station to see off some guest, some friend. The train starts. You are standing on the platform, watching your friend sitting in the train going away from you. When somebody asks you, where is your friend? You will say that for you, Your frame of reference is the platform. You are stationary because the platform is stationary. Platform is not moving. You are not moving. Platform stationary, you are stationary. But for the platform and for you, the train is not stationary. It has started and moving away from you. The train is other frame of reference. And where is your friend? Where is your guest? Your friend, your guest is in the train. The train is moving away from you, from the platform. Your friend, your guest is also moving away from you, from the platform. This is the statement made by you, and this statement is correct. Now, the same questions are asked to your friend who is in the train and the train is going away. For the friend, the train is stationary. When the guest or the friend is inside the train is stationary for him. When the train looks at you through the window, what he observes? He or she observes that the train is stationary. He or she is also stationary, and the platform and you standing on the platform, both are moving away from the train and the guest or friend in the opposite direction with the same velocity. Friend is also correct. Relative, this is what the relativity. You are making some statement in accordance with your frame of reference, and you are correct. Your friend is also making some statements with reference to his or her frame of reference. Both are correct in their own frames of reference. But for a third person, the person who is on the moon, both are wrong. The platform is not stationary. The train is also not stationary. Both are moving. The platform is moving with some speed. The train is moving with some other speed. So, the motion is relative, not absolute. What Einstein wanted to suggest? Einstein wanted to suggest that motion is never absolute. Motion is never absolute. Motion is always relative. Whatever observations we make, whatever observations we do, these observations are always relative to your frame of reference. The same thing is taking place. This phenomena, this feeling, this phenomena, these observations are considered as the theory of relativity. This phenomena is known as relativity. If these two are in relative motion with uniform velocity, if this relative motion is with uniform velocity, then we say that these two frames of reference are inertial frames of reference. When we have two frames of reference, these two frames of reference are in relative motion with each other with uniform velocity, then such frames of reference are known as inertial frames of reference or Galilean frames of reference. when two frames of reference are in relative motion with each other with uniform velocity, such frames of reference are known as inertial or Galilean frames of reference. And in such frames of reference, the laws of physics remain same, they don't change, they don't get modified. There is second possibility. The two frames of reference will be in relative motion with each other, but the velocity is now not uniform, it is accelerated, velocity is changing. Two frames of reference are in relative motion with each other with varied velocity, with changing velocity, not with uniform velocity. If such frames of reference are there, these frames of reference are known as accelerated frames of reference or non-inertial frames of reference. If such frames of reference are there, these frames of reference are known as accelerated frames of reference or non-inertial frames of reference. So, this is about the frame of reference, first article of this chapter, relativity. Hope you got it. If any question regarding this, you may please convey me your questions. Thank you. Let us move to the next article. Next article, postulates of special theory of relativity. Postulates of special theory of relativity. Einstein propounded his special theory of relativity in 1905. Einstein propounded his special theory of relativity in 1905. And special theory of relativity is generally used to tackle, to handle the problems arising from non-inertial frames of reference, the problems arising from the frames of reference which are in relative motion with each other. That theory of relativity is known as special theory of relativity. The first postulate made by Einstein for special theory of relativity is this: First postulate, the laws of physics remain invariant or same in the inertial frames of reference. In early days, physicists were of the opinion that light needs certain medium for propagation. If no medium, there is no propagation of light. For example, light coming to us from sun. How much time light is taking to come to the earth from sun? About 8 minutes. About 8 minutes time is taken by the light to reach the earth. What is speed of light? Speed of light is about 3 lakh kilometer per second. About 3 lakh kilometer per second. 3 lakh multiplied by 8 multiplied by 60. 3 lakh multiplied by 8 multiplied by 60. Do the calculation and find the distance. The distance from sun to moon is too large, very, very large. Millions of kilometers, tens of millions of kilometers. You can actually put the values, do the calculation, you will arrive at the correct value. People at that time thought that some medium must be present between earth and sun, because of which light from sun can pass through the medium, can propagate through the medium and reach the surface of the earth. Some people suggested that a medium named ether is present between sun and earth, and this medium is stationary. Some medium is present between sun and earth, and this medium is stationary. To prove this thing, many scientists performed various experiments. After performing series of experiments by various physicists, finally all these physicists come to the conclusion that there is no medium such as ether in between earth and the sun. Light can travel, light can propagate through the vacuum, through the free space. No medium is required for light to travel. No medium is required for light to travel, for light to propagate. It can travel through the vacuum, it can travel through the free space. There is a medium surrounding earth, that is the atmosphere. Up to about 16 kilometers from surface of the earth, the atmosphere is there. It is more dense near the surface of the earth. As we move outward from surface of the earth, the density of the atmosphere is decreasing continuously. It will become rarer and rarer and rarer. And after about 20 to 25 kilometers, from the surface of the earth. If we go beyond that, we will find that there is no medium at all, only vacuum is there. So, the medium people thought to present between sun and earth, taken to be stationary. This idea was failed, and Einstein gave the first postulate that laws of physics remain same or invariant in all inertial frames of reference. This is the first postulate of special theory of relativity. Then, second postulate of special theory of relativity. The speed of light is invariant and maximum through the free space or vacuum, and it is the highest attainable speed. Actually, it is the highest speed in the universe. The speed of light is invariant and maximum through the free space or through the vacuum, and it is not changing. This is the maximum speed in the universe. This is the maximum attainable speed in the universe. In Galilean frame of reference, it was assumed that the speed of light is not constant. In Galilean frame of reference, it was assumed that the speed of light is not constant. But Einstein proved that the speed of light is constant, it is invariant, and it is maximum speed attainable in the universe. No other body, no other object, no other matter can have speed more than speed of light. This is very important concept. This concept differentiate the classical mechanics from quantum mechanics. For this article, we have to only go for the two postulates. One for the laws of physics remain same or invariant in the inertial frame of reference, and second one, the speed of light is invariant and maximum. It is in the frame of reference, it is in the inertial frame of reference as well as in non-inertial frame of reference, because this is the maximum attainable light in the universe. So, this is about the two postulates of special theory of relativity. Hope you got it. Thank you.